So this is Markium, markiumpro.com. So we just heard some news that came out this morning regarding Venezuela. So the military engagement took place, and so here's just the video of what basically happened. So airstrikes took place this morning in Venezuela, and basically we then received a notification from Donald Trump stating that United States of America has successfully carried out large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. This operation was done in conjunction with the US law enforcement. Details to follow. There will be a news conference today at 11 a.m. at Mar-a-Lago. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. So this basically took the whole markets by surprise, took everyone by surprise that this was going to happen, especially the third day into the new year. And we actually even heard some news also that Maduro was apparently in talks, had a conference with the Chinese delegates. They're still trying to get the exact date when this actually came out. Maduro talks. Let's just pull this up. Let's just see. Yeah, so Maduro meets China envoy as US pressure mounts. So this was like 10 hours ago when this actually came out. And then we said finalizes meeting with the Chinese. So it seems that they were trying to finalize meetings with Chinese officials to discuss energy. And then whether as a precursor, Donald Trump was aware of this, and clearly their ties were getting closer in terms of China. And basically the strike took place. So if you pull this up for the prediction markets, we saw all prediction markets based on the events. If you had it with Maduro in the US custody by January the 31st, that was 100%. If you go back, so if we just pull up and go to the other markets, so anything related to Venezuela or Maduro regarding the timeline of this engagement. So in custody, exiled to Qatar. So Maduro exiled to Qatar by March. So obviously that will be resolved as a no. Exiled to Russia by March to no, because obviously he's now being arrested. So we need to also then find out what's actually happening. Is he actually on? Because based on this news, it says conjunction with the US law enforcement, details to follow. So we don't know exactly where he is. Is he actually, him and his wife, now captured and in the US, or are they in some form of detention? Clearly not going to notify and say anything. So where that looks now is to see what happens. So I presume the next market that you need to be aware of that will probably pull up would be what's going to happen. Will he be charged based on terrorism, based on money laundering, based on drugs that has moved to the US over the last how many decades, right, since he's been in power? So it'd be interesting to see what then happens. So this is where you start forward thinking as a trader, as a user for prediction markets, to say, okay, what's going to happen? What information? What should we do? You can basically clearly see information here. What steps shall we take? Then also you need to take a look. So forward thinking, thinking like with a 500 IQ. Then say what's going to happen with Russia? What's Russia going to do? What's China going to do? Are they going to look at intensifying or some form of, because they were building some strong ties with Venezuela and Maduro until this. So are they going to take a stance? Now they're going to get involved, or are they just going to stand on the sidelines? Anyway, this is the information that you should go into understanding from the political, whether it's looking at political events, whether it's sports, whether it's mentions, it's all intertwined. And then you pull up, you go to the specific features that we have that will be able to assist you in making the right decisions. Take care.